Right. We're live, pal. All right. Just checking out all the stuff here. Looks like we are rolling. And we're back. We're back, guys. We're back with some live streaming. I had to take the week off last week, which was a bit of a bummer. I was a little under the weather. And yeah, back good. Feeling good now. Tested negative. Basically all my symptoms are gone. You love to see it. And it couldn't have come at a better time. It's just a couple days before my birthday. So in celebration of that, we're gonna do what my family did 40 years ago on Thursday, and we're gonna make me. That's a weird way to put that. Going into a little bit of WWF No Mercy, the old N64 classic, SmackDown Mall, and yeah, gonna go ahead and make my Perry Von Vicious created superstar. I believe I already have yeah, I have a little blank here set up. For folks who were here previously, I made Delmi Exo, and she was kind enough to hop in the chat and hang out for that. So yeah, all right, and you can see here I've kind of already human monster truck spelled wrong with no spaces. They limited me, you know. What can I say? 6'3", 231, I believe, is just what I landed on. All of this was kind of picked at random, more or less. But yeah, I took care of all the profile stuff so that we wouldn't have to worry about it here. We are gonna hop in and we are gonna just jump into the fun stuff. We're gonna make me. We're gonna set some moves and then maybe we'll get to play a match. See how we get on here. If the picture in the corner of the screen here, hi, how's it going? It's looking crisper than usual. Shout out to my in-laws for hooking me up with a new webcam for my birthday. Pretty cool of them to get me set up that way. It was on my wish list, and they came through. If you're a devoted fan and looking to get me something on a wish list, I do have a public throne page that you can check out, linked in all my social medias. Uh oh. Jaime's in the chat. Jaime, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, in-laws came through, man. Um, all right. We got to figure out. This is my body type here. And years ago, I would have been closer to like that. These days, I'm probably somewhere more in this range. Kind of thick, but you know, I've got a little bit of muscle happening. I'm certainly not down here or here, and I'm not built like any of the big stars. So I think my best bet is to kind of see, is that one or that one? That's probably closer to accurate. I don't have quite that definition. Turn up the volume on my mic. It's too low. All right, I got you. I got you. I can do this. Actually, it's up all the way. So, might just be me being quiet. I don't know. Double check my settings here. Hey brother, happy early birthday. Uh-oh. Sounds like your robotic's sick too, so it won't be sticking around, but I'm glad you popped in, bud. Sorry to hear you're sick. Yeah, just pretty much over all of it myself. Feeling a bit better. Let me know if my mic volume gets any better, because it does appear that I have it up all the way. I'm gonna double check my settings here. Do 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 do. Okay. Yeah, that looks like I've got it up all the way. So with any luck, I'm coming in clear. I can turn down the game volume. Well, the game volume's already pretty low. All right. Let's see. I'm not as pale as I was. This let's see. I probably would have been somewhere around like that a couple months ago. Now I'm floating closer to like maybe here. I don't know. No. That's maybe too tan. Although I'm looking pretty good. I got some sun. So let's see. I don't know. One of these reads more tan than the other, and I can't tell which. It's that one or it's that one. I think I'm gonna go with that one. That's got a little more color going on. Sorry, I have messages coming up on my phone at me. I shouldn't be paying attention to those. All right, we got the body set up. Let's jump in, find a head that's sort of the right look here. see. I don't know. My head's pretty plain. Maybe that one. I don't know. I don't think it's much going to matter once we get the facial hair and the hair on the head and find a good face. Now, a good face is going to be a tough one to figure out. And I can't remember if in this game, I think we had the facial hair after. Yeah, no, man. It's going to be hard to pick a good face here. I suppose, like, in a perfect world, it'd be making that sort of, like, classic Perry face that sort of happens, that I kind of make in all my promo pics. All these faces are hilariously bad. Brother, I could not agree more. Like, that's the first, like, human-looking face they've shown us. That guy looks deeply uninterested. See, I may have to jump way up to... Yeah, I may have to jump way up to the top to find some that are looking a little bit more like me. Ugh. Oh, that's terrifying. That is not the face. All right, let's jump all the way on up to the top. It started us at number 68, so we got a lot that come before that we got to see. I wonder, does it just go back down to male one or okay? So they don't name them for who they're actually like. That's The Rock. That's Stone Cold. Like there's some of these you can kind of recognize. Yeah, I am too good to look like the Joker. No one, Herobotic. No one wants to know how I got these scars. Okay. See, yeah, some of these are. Does my face look like that? I don't know. That's probably not the one. Probably not the one. Let's see. Do 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 do. I'm gonna be slowly driven crazy by this music, so I'm gonna turn it down on my headset here. Um, with any luck, that button doesn't also turn my mic down. I haven't really tested it, so. Tyler from NH, how are you feeling? I'm feeling pretty good. Other than being a little sleepy all the time, I think I'm basically over all my symptoms, which is great. I've been testing negative for a few days, which is good. My wife also testing negative over all of her symptoms. She's been out gardening, working with the chickens all day. So it's safe to say we're both negative now, which is nice. A few days too late for grind, unfortunately. But it does mean that I get to enjoy the Aquabats on Thursday, so I'm very happy about that. Let's see. Wait, there's no male 22. You're right, there is no male 22. I wonder if that's one that I have to unlock. Heck yeah, on the negative test. Hey, Pixels and Thoughts, welcome. Good to see you. Oh, that's cool. Just every once in a while I glance over and I manage to catch the chat here. Bobby, it's Tuesday. You know what that means, Bobby. Welcome, my friend. Always happy to see you. Let's see here. We got to find. That's closer to like that sort of Perry promo face. But we gotta find one that actually. Ugh, some of these are really scary. We gotta find one that actually reads as me. You know what I mean? Let's see. If I happen to scroll by one and everyone agrees, go ahead and put in the chat. I don't think that's quite it. Put in the chat what number if you happen to see one that you think screams Perry. Yeah, I'm not Viscera. That Gangrel. Okay. Some of these are too recognizable, you know. Taka. Let's see here. You're right. There was no male 22. Bobby, I hope Joey shows up. I'm sure Joey will pop in. See here. Okay, we're back sort of where we started. Yeah, it's tough to pick one. I don't know. Did anyone see one? Anyone in the chat see one? Go ahead and shout out if you saw one that looked right. Otherwise, I'm just going to try to find something generic. I think 70 with a facial hair and like, even that's probably not it. Male 22. Yeah, okay. Okay. Listen here. Herobotic says 33, which makes me terrified. Oh, I could see that. A little grouchy looking, but it is sort of my face, actually, now that you... Look, Pixels and Thoughts. Look, I would happily, but you're killing me here. Actually, yeah, 33, like apart from looking a little grim, kind of is my face. Like if I move like, is that, yeah, I think we're going with 33 for now. If later on we're working on it and we decide like this is not the look. Yeah, I think once the facial hair and once the long hair are on, I think we're going to be a lot closer. All right, hair. Let's see, I'm not in my short hair phase. The middle, okay, that sort of middle hair is pretty close. My hair is definitely longer than that these days, but uh, as I recall, the long hairs on here. Oh, actually, yep, that's the one. I think we can all pretty well agree that's the one. Jaime, the face. Jaime, I am the face of monster trucks in professional wrestling. Bobby says, well, that's how you look when you that promo on Mike. Yeah, boy, you talk about bad luck. The one time I decide to cut a really scathing promo and reference someone having been sick and make a joke about it, and then like literally the next day I test positive. No, no good. No good. Actually, hair one might be it unless we can find one that gives me more of a widow's peak. I am a couple days from turning 40 and my stupid head is showing it. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Okay, that might be the one. All right, we're going to remember '06 because that had, oh, actually, yep, no, that's the one. That's got sort of some of this going. Wow, my hair looks so much balder right after I've taken a shower and it's pulled tightly back. Wow, that is a terrible angle. I am never leaning into the camera like that again. I'll probably lean into the camera like that again. All right, let's see. I think that sort of golden blonde is my color these days. Like these are too light now. There was a time when my hair definitely looked like this, but I think this is sort of reddish, lightish blonde is kind of what I'm looking at. Pixels and thoughts. I know that hair pain as well. It's not great. It's not great, but it's okay because I'm what I call balding with dignity, where I own it and I run with it. And having looked at my family on both sides, I'm never going to lose it completely. So, and this sort of hairline I have right now, it's been like that since I was like 26 or 27. So I don't think it's going to get worse. I hope not, anyway. Thank you, Jaime. Yes, I had like three more hairs when we worked together. You know something. I would say I don't need to take this, but what am I going to do? My hair is running away from me pretty quickly. Hey, it's not so bad. We live in New England, so we can always just claim that it's cold out when we want to put on a hat. All right, we got to find Pear Bear's beard. Uh, the right coloring, number 6 could be it. I don't know if they let you change the colors on here. I think they're actually just set, which is not. I. That's a little thick. My beard never looks quite that good, right? I don't know. That's like 2,000 years ago, Perry. Hey, listen here, Bobby. I keep pointing over there because that's where the camera used to be. This is going to take some getting used to. Also, the chat is over there, so listen. I'm not I'm not losing my faculties. I'm just getting used to a new set. I will say I'm pretty psyched for some of the streams I have coming up. I am going to keep doing these regularly. I think this is a little series I'm going to do where I'm going to probably run through mostly the pro wrestling grind roster and try to make everyone in this game. Maybe even get some of them to hop on a little like call and keep them in a corner on the screen here so they can help me create the correct version of them. Or they'll just hop in the chat like Delmy did. Um, Now that's closer. That's much closer. I don't like how it, if you look, can I make him move closer? No, I can't make him move any closer to me. I don't like. All right, what number was I on? I don't like that it kind of is on the nose. If you look right there, some of the coloring for the beard is like on the tip of his nose. I don't love that, and I imagine that would look really weird as he moves around. But so far, that's the best contender. We're gonna remember 26. 12 is making me look like okay, making me look like the disciple era Brutus. Ooh, yeah, you're right. No, no bueno, no good. What was it? 26. I said we're gonna remember. We're gonna remember 26. 26. I don't really get the that quite the same way as him. No, no. All right, 26 it is. We're gonna go with that. And yeah, it doesn't let me change the hair color, so I think we're just gonna have to deal with that sort of mismatch of color. Not great. Not great. Pixels and Thoughts. As a gentle person of elder persuasion, when I let my beard go for the winter, I thought to trim my nose hairs. See, that's important. It's an important distinction that people need to know. You got to take care of it. It was a beard slash nose hair blend. Yeah, you gotta. There's certain areas that have to leach into others, and then there's certain areas that you really don't want to leach into each other. It's a fine line we of the facial haired variety walk. Masks, etc. No thank you. Hats, caps, also unneeded. Ring attire. All right, we gotta find some trunks here. We gotta find some trunks that look somewhat like mine. That means preferably some flames. I would settle for lightning bolts because my older trunks were lightning bolts. But let's see what we can find here. I see Malenko's close, but it's not really. It's a little too Rip Bison because when we make Rip, we're gonna have to use those. Let's see, definitely not the Rock because I don't have a big Brahma bull on my butt. The Saturns are pretty good. They don't really look like me unless I can change a lot of, excuse me, a lot of the colors. Um, and it would be nice someone who shares the Perry name with me. Maybe I think he might be the only other Perry in wrestling. I can't think of another one. Perry Saturn and Perry Von Vicious. Is there another Perry? Am I not thinking of someone? You guys might have one in mind. Now there's some plain ones. I can't really add anything after the fact, so the trips are probably not it either, but they could be a good backup. And I'm going to skip everything related to Val. Let's see, long tights, pants, wrestling. Let's see, are any of these, is this all just going to be singlets? Yeah. Full body, no. All right, so we're back to shorts. I think we can try those Triple H's and see what they do. Bobby, I agree. I agree, and frankly, this is a happy place. So I feel like the less we say about that individual, the better. We'll stick with the shiny black, and let's see if I turn this red. I think we gotta look at some other options here. We might have to go with the Saturns and see what we can do here. It's not really enough red. I really want my black and red trunks. All right, let's see who else. Really don't think the rock ones are gonna cut it. Yeah, my black and reds are currently my favorite trunks. Delmy made them for me for Japan and literally had them done like the night of. I rode to the airport to leave for Japan with Delmy and Rip. Delmy drove Rip and I all the way out to Boston in the middle of the night. Um, ooh, okay, so the white and red is sort of the colors that, man, it just says the rock so blatantly. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be it. Delmy picked me up like in the middle of the night, like literally at like 1 a.m. To drive Rip and I to Boston to leave for Japan, and sitting in the back seat of her car, waiting for me, was my new. You know what? That might be. I think we have to do the Malenkos. It's the closest. It's the closest they have. Waiting for me in the back seat was my new trunks. So she was making them for Japan and literally could not have given them to me any later. Like it was at the moment. Okay. Bum, bum. I'm pulling up my stream over on a window here. Okay, live now. Then it says offline. Everyone's still reading me, right? Yeah, I see stuff in the chat. Okay, we're still live, pal. For whatever reason, I can't pull up my own thing on That's fine. Those trunks did look sick. So happy you went to Japan. Thanks, Pixels and Thoughts. Look good, sound good. All right, as long as you all see me still here. For whatever reason, my Twitch feed is not bringing it up. So I just gotta believe that I'm still live. When I hear Malenko, I think ICP because I am a bad millennial. Hey, it's possible Malenko may have wrestled ICP. They were definitely in WCW at the same time. And that is a complete mix-up of talent. Let's see, no tattoos, no gloves. Now wristbands I did start doing recently. I see it makes you do both of them even, and that's not how I do it. They are definitely taped. It used to give you like options left and right. Maybe that was one of the other games. Let's see. All right, let's go with, I think we're gonna go with that one. We're gonna go with black. That's what I've been doing lately. Okay, an elbow pad, I only wear one on one and one on the other. The great Malenko was Dean's dad. That's true. Getting put in the corpse wiggler. Hey, hey, listen here. Listen here, Bobby. You watch it, you fetus. All right, let's see. Which arm do I put the thing on? I think it's my right. So we're gonna put a little elbow sleeve on the right arm there. I'm gonna spin them around so we can get a look at what we're dealing with. It is just a little one that I do. Yeah, kind of like that. I think that's gonna do it. Yeah, that's kind of the look that I do now. Good, good. You know what, actually, and I'm gonna glance at gloves real quick. I guess they only do both hands, right? Yeah, we're gonna stick with none then. All right. See, I'm a millennial, you grandpa. Bobby, how old are you? We'll be the judge of that. Let the rest of us, we're all old people here. Me and the folks in the chat. You're what? You're in your like early 20s? I don't know, man. I don't know. Knee pads. All right, and here's where I get to actually look like an old person because I do double knee pads. I do a knee sleeve with a knee pad over it, which is, oh, that's pretty close. Let's see. All right, I think we're going knee pad 2. And black is fine, and I wear them matching. I always try to make sure they both look the same. Good. And now for those boots, we got to go taller. 29. 29. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. I'm so used to Joey Nails getting in here and being a tiny little child. Use a baby. Hey, 30s are a good time. I'm just rolling out of mine now. Just had the final match of my 30s at Blitzkrieg Pro. Didn't know it was at the time because I didn't know I'd have to cancel on grind. But yeah, being in the mother of all scrambles at Blitzkrieg is the last match of my 30s. Pretty a-okay with that because man, that match was great. I'm very pleased with my performance in that match. I watched it back and really I was very happy. Oh, these boots are looking pretty Perry, if I do say so. Not sure quite what I changed there, but I'm going to stick with that. Yeah, we're looking pretty Perry right about now. That's looking pretty good. Entrance attire. All right. Let's see. Got to see if they have something in the way of... Now, I do wear the vest with my stuff on it these days. I've also been known to wear a leather jacket with the vest over it. I don't believe they have anything in here with spikes. And I definitely don't wear any sunglasses, so any outfits that incorporate that is going to be not the one. These are all sunglasses, and yeah, okay, so none of that, none of that. All right, we're going with the Austin, and I'm going to take that lettering and I can turn it silver maybe? I do hate that it's so Austin, but we can all just pretend that that's a monster truck on the back of that, right? I think we can pretend that the two big eyes are wheels. Just use your imagination. 10 years younger than me. That's true, Bobby. You are 10 years younger than me. That scramble was fun, and it had some great moments in it. Didn't you get kicked by Donovan Dijak? I got punched by Donovan Dijak. It was Marcus Mathers he got real kicked by Dijak. Holy moly. Blitzkrieg was awesome. That's right. It's totally a monster truck. I think so. We're gonna call that monster truck enough. Props or weapons? I don't think there's anything that makes sense for me to carry to the ring. I'm not really a carry items to the ring kind of guy. A championship belt if I'm a champion, but otherwise, yeah, I think we're returning nil on that one. All right, and now we're into the big stuff. You know what? We're gonna skip ahead to fighting style for just a sec. My stance is definitely normal. My ring entrance is stepping over the top. Counters and reversals are definitely heavyweight. Speed, I mean, if I'm honest, I'm probably on the slow side of normal, but I'm going to give myself normal because otherwise it's not a lot of fun in the game. Let's see. Tyler from NH. Ashley returning was a great surprise in the scramble. It was a great surprise. I kind of knew a little bit ahead of time, but I didn't know for sure till the day of, but I had a feeling she was in the scramble with us. I knew she was going to be at the show, and it was going to be a surprise return. Awesome to be in the match with my kid sister on her first return. Made me really happy. She did great for having spent 2 years out of the ring. Just fantastic. Yeah, watch that match back on IWTV. I am on the ground, hurt under the bottom rope, and I am fist pumping and singing along with her entrance theme as she comes out. I didn't really care about whether or not I hit that. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's fine. Recovery rate. I think I recover at a pretty normal rate. Uh, Bleeding. If I'm truthful, the answer is rarely. But I'm a normal guy. So if I get hit, I could probably bleed. But truth be told, I've bled in a wrestling ring like twice ever. And one time it was because I got my head run into a chair and just caught me on the eyebrow. It's a rough spot to get caught. And the other time I took a moonsault from the top rope, and when the guy was coming down, his elbow got me right in the top lip. Mm, not great. When are you going to face Donovan Dijak and get revenge for him punching you? There was a long line of people who want a shot at Donovan Dijak, and to be perfectly honest, with the way he cleaned house in that ring, I'm not in a huge rush. Uh, Not in a huge rush to square off with him. He's a big, strong dude and one of the rare people who is significantly larger than me. That said, you're going to see us on a lot of shows together in the coming months, so who knows? It could happen. See, I think my reaction to blood has been pretty normal when I've bled in a ring. See, Dijak is a force of nature. It's true. He's a big, strong dude. And what a surprise return there at Blitzkrieg, huh? That was crazy. Let's see, endurance. I think I have pretty normal endurance. I don't know, nothing special. Definitely just climbing the turnbuckle. I don't jump. My jumping distance, you would be surprised. I've hit swantons on guys just right out in the middle of the ring. So I'm gonna say long, not longest, and no specific weapon. I'm not a big weapons guy. Offensive strength, I would say we got head 3, body there. Legs are fine at a 2. Flying is fine at a 2. Defensive strength, I have great defense against flying. I catch people out of the air all the time. Let's see. My legs are a weak point. People go at them a lot. arms are a weak point. Body is pretty strong though. And I'd say my head is pretty strong. I've yet to be really rattled too bad. Allies and enemies. I guess for right now, since I don't have a Rip Bison, I'm going to say that I'm accompanied by my current fellow tag champion up in Maine, Delmy Exo. And for rivals, ooh, we do have some rivals in this game because let's see, I spent a very brief couple of minutes in the year 2010 getting beat up by this man, Bob Holly. Got to square off with him. Let's see. I also in would have been 2015, had a singles match in California against. I want to make sure I don't go past him. There's so many faces in this game. Must have been on one of these pages. No, maybe he's not in the game. Maybe he was in the previous game. Am I just missing Gangrel? Where is Gangrel? I'm literally just picking people that I've wrestled. Let's see here. Yeah, I feel like I'm losing my mind. Because I could have sworn Gangrel was in this game. Yeah, you're right. He was in WrestleMania 2000. That's where I'm getting it wrong. All right, well, I guess. Let's see. I do want to make sure I don't miss anybody. I've not wrestled anyone there except Bob Holly. I've not wrestled any of these folks. I've been on shows with people on every single one of these pages here, but I don't think I've wrestled. All right, cool. Then we can just say random for that. That's cool. That saves me a little bit of work. All right, back to moves. Whew, this is where it gets fun. Yeah, Taz, my famed. Have I made Joey Nails yet? I have not made Joey Nails yet. Hang on, I'm glancing, getting caught up on the chat here. There was a lot going on. For being the human monster truck, I have a lot of weak points. Hey, watch it, Bobby. I'm not weak. I'm just a normal guy, just a regular guy. Let's see, Gods and Monsters. Love that team name. Delmy's also a huge fan of that team name. Bobby saying, "Really, that's awesome." I'm assuming that's about me wrestling Bob Holly back in 2010. It was like one of his first matches after he left WWE. It was pretty cool. All right, I think I'm caught up on the chat, so we are gonna hop into some moves here. I don't really club people. I do throw some chops though. Boy, do I love not a Kali chop. Yeah, that's a little more my kind of chop. No. I gotta really emphasize it like that. Yeah. I definitely throw some slams. I do the one-handed scoop slam. There's a little bit in a highlight that just went up on the newest vlog where I'm doing a lot of one-handed throws to Nick Marchand out at Proving Ground. Picked him up for a body slam, threw one hand out and gave everyone the, come on, cheer for me. And then got him up on a stalling suplex and threw one arm up to flex and show off. Yes, just a regular guy, Perry Von Vicious. That's what my Twitter bio could say. Let's see, I do throw some headbutts. That's a little more my style. Let's see. No, that's actually probably more my style. I like the big paws on it. Let's see. We got just a regular like a suplex here, like a nice stalling suplex maybe. Do. These songs, man. The soundtrack of my early teens. Yeah, that's one that I do, that just standing forearm. All right, front grapple. All right, this is where I'm going to find me a nice stalling suplex. I love a good stalling suplex. There's a few moves that are so like basic and kind of old school and like they don't have the oomph that they had 20, 30 years ago, but they just scream pro wrestling in such a classic way, if that makes sense. A gorilla press, a stalling suplex. Some of those moves just feel like pro wrestling, and that's why I use them. They're sort of the things that, like, when you're a little kid, you kind of picture yourself doing if you were to become a wrestler. So I love breaking those out. And I haven't done a gorilla press in a little while, but I feel like I'm overdue. So I've got I don't know if I'm allowed to say it yet, but I have a match coming up in Maine that's not been announced that I believe I actually included the date on the ticker here. So if you watch July 20th, there's a date that comes on this little ticker. I'm in a match there that, for all I know, Joey Nails might actually be in. I might have to gorilla press him and chuck him out of the ring. And again, I'm not going to give away what kind of match it is, but that would be an elimination. Again, not giving away what kind of match it is. I don't want to. Ooh, the multi chops. Drop suplex. Maybe this is the one. No, that's not it. This, I shouldn't be like hemming and hawing about these, but I am. A regular falling suplex. Yeah, I throw something. Yeah, with the sit up like that. That's very me. That's classic Perry. Do that all the time. Come on. Hip throw. No. Hip toss. No, that's also not it. I do throw a jawbreaker pretty regularly. That's always a safe go-to for me. Let's see. Maybe there's like a good like a strike in here that feels like me. I haven't thrown a rib breaker in a long time, but I used to do it constantly. Pixels and thoughts. I get how going through the move list during creation. This is how I am when I'm creating people in any wrestling game, even myself. Nailing my. Thank you. I'm trying. It's weird how the moves I do in the ring have evolved over the years. Cause when I first started wrestling, uh, the way I was trained was not at all the way I work now. I like this regular suplex. That's nice. All right. I'm going to call that the front weak grapples. We're going to move on to the front strongs. Yeah, when I was first trained to wrestle, there was a lot of emphasis on like wrestling, if that makes sense. It was a lot of headlock takeovers, arm drags, hip tosses, a lot of sort of very technical moves that you could string together. Um, and now I don't really do any of that because my kind of understanding is that that's not what anyone really wants to see me do. I make this joke a lot. That's the one. Okay, come on. Where's the one where he actually just sends him over? Maybe it's just listed as gorilla press. That's my guess anyway, is that that's where we're gonna find it. No, no, no gorilla press. All right, well we're gonna take one of these. Oh no, it might be military press. I know they have a bunch of different names for the same move. Yeah, there it is. Again, I haven't done one of these in a while, but I love it. To me, that is pro wrestling. That particular move is pro wrestling. All right. Enough hemming and hawing about a single move. We got a lot to get through here. Let's see. Okay. Now I definitely have been known to throw a brain buster, so I'm gonna stick that in there. There's a falcon arrow. I do love a falcon arrow, and I throw them pretty regularly. They don't quite look like that, but that's the only animation of it in this game, so I'm gonna call it good enough. Man, I've not done a standing Hurricane Rana in a long time. And in fact, I'm in way better shape now than when I used to throw those. I might have to throw one in a match sometime. I used to throw a Michinoku driver once in a while. Every 80s and 90s power guy did a military press, right? You don't see them enough anymore. Admittedly, it is a really hard move. It's very hard to do, enough so that I was never taught how to do it in any wrestling school. It was just not a thing that was gone over. You weren't taught how to give it or how to take it. And I trained at 3 different schools over the course of 5 years, as I moved about the country. And all the schools were great. They all had their own pros and cons, but there was just some stuff that they just didn't bother going over, you know? We were never taught pile drivers, moonsaults, never taught a gorilla press, never taught how to do a stalling suplex. You know, a lot of it was sort of just left to common sense. Once you've learned some of the basics of how certain maneuvers work, the kind of agreement was that, yeah, you can figure the rest of this out. And I'm not sure about that. But before I actually saw you do a parry-go-round on your blog, I thought it was a spinning military press. I could see that. I could see sort of a like a you know, a bit of a uh, airplane spin kind of thing, like being the assumption. Fisherman DDT, front power slam. Yeah, I can see that working in. Let's see. These regular old power bombs. I see now that's early Sid. This is early Sid when he was just you would see him squashing guys all the time because he did it over the shoulder and he kind of went down with them. That's an early Sid bomb. Let's see. That's closer to like a later Sid bomb. And that's more or less oh that's Test's Doctor bomb. I'm gonna just stick with that for now. Old Uncle Sid, man. Let's see here. Standing clothesline might be the one. Yeah, I do enjoy that. There's some simple moves in wrestling that just man, I really it's hard to emphasize it enough how there's just some moves that feel right. And like honestly, I've reached a point in my career where I'm happy doing a move just because it's something I pictured myself doing as a kid, you know? Like there's something pretty cool and very genuine about that. Um, but I also understand like you'll see sometimes I'll have a match where I barely do any moves at all. And sometimes it's just a slugfest, you know, it depends on who you're working with and what you're trying to accomplish. Do. Oh, choke slam, okay. Just hit a big one of these on Sammy Diaz at Blitzkrieg Pro. Sid does have half a brain than I do. We're live, pal. Uh, yeah, Sid was the first person you saw do a powerbomb. That wouldn't surprise me. Chokeslam from hell. That's the one. I just hit one just like this on Sammy Diaz at Blitzkrieg. Just like old Uncle Sid used to do. All right, now we're at special moves. So here's where it gets complicated, you guys, because I don't think there's anything in this game that really resembles a parry-go-round. So we're going to have to, if you all can help me out here, we're going to try to find something that looks like the parry-go-round. It'll definitely be something in the way of a, what's downward spiral? Nope, that's not it. It's going to be something in the way of some kind of power bomb, I'm sure. Let's see, helicopter spin. Okay, that's pretty close. I actually wound up having to do one kind of very similar to that. I had to do something very similar to that years ago, or not years ago, it was months ago, uh, to Jake Hess because he went up kind of funny on the parry-go-round and I refused to put him back down and try again, so I just sort of did that. We'll remember helicopter spin as a maybe. Is there a tossing power bomb? I believe there is a jackknife power bomb that's very similar to what I do. Sort of the a huge choke slam. This actually might look closer to what I did to Sammy Diaz. It was a big one. Let's see, Iron Claw. Love to see that. That's some people will put this to the Von Erichs. To me, this is Levi Shapiro. Shout out Levi Shapiro in California. Jericho powerbomb. No. What's this one? This is going to be something. Oh, this is the praying power bomb. Oh, not quite. There's a little bit of the same hook, but it's not quite the move. Last ride. let's see. Let's check out the different power bombs. This is the Kawada with the Kawada slide, now currently being made popular by Eddie Kingston. Power clothesline. This will be Kenta Kobashi. It's the burning lariat. We're gonna find it, you guys. We're gonna find the thing, and we're gonna say this is it. Spinning Falcon Arrow. Oh, that's cool. Spiral Bomb. Maybe this is it. I don't know. Maybe Spiral Bomb. What do you guys think? I don't know. There's some snap power bombs. Let's see. I've not done a burning hammer. Rip started using that pretty regularly, so I avoided it since we were teaming at the time. He doesn't do it much these days. He does hit that TKO though. X Factor. Yeah, that's weird. I didn't even see the jackknife powerbomb. Maybe it was way up at the top and I missed it. I know there's usually like a section of moves that are like red in here. Maybe this is them though. All right. All right, so we sort of got those two spinning bombs. We had the, what was it? It wasn't the downward spiral. No, no. What is it? There was one that was the, come on, it was up to you guys to remember the move. Spiral bomb. Maybe this is it. All right, Pixels and Thoughts, take it easy. Thank you for coming in. Always happy to have you around. Mention Kenta Kobashi. Kenta Kobashi is one of my all-time favorites, Bobby, for sure. All right, I think we're going with the Spiral Bomb. We're going to call that close enough. It's definitely not a parry-go-round, but for what's in here, yeah, I think it was one of the super power bombs too. But I think we're going to have to call Spiral Bomb as close as we're going to get. All right, calling that close enough. Now, back grapples. I do like a backdrop, and there's a few different variations of it here. It is my go-to move when I'm behind someone. I actually don't think I hit really any other moves if I'm behind someone. Why would I? It's such a great move. All right, you know what? We're going to do it again. Why not? See if there's some different versions here. Usually they add some more moves as we move through. Wow, I think it might all be, yeah, you know what? We're just going backdrop across the board. We threw the double two sweet up before the power bomb. That's got to be the one. Let's see here. Backdrop, backdrop, backdrop. Good. All right. Well, those moves were easy to set up. Strong grapples. I bet backdrop driver is in here. Backdrop pin. I have done this where I've held it for a pin, but I don't do it often. Now this I definitely do. So we'll go ahead and throw that in there. Let's get a look here. See, I would love to start throwing a torture rack, but I can't imagine winning a match with it. So it feels like kind of a bummer, you know? Reverse suplex. This always looked horrific to me. I have been known to throw a pump handle slam in the past, but not in a really long time. Okay, the neck drop is cool. That's a version of the backdrop that I'll throw in there. That's definitely, if you've ever seen Kobashi and Dr. Death, that's definitely captured from Kobashi Dr. Death. Monster trucks from Chuck should be at your house this week. Yo, that's awesome, Bobby. Yo, Chuck's great. I'm so glad that he hooked you up. What a guy. Like, he hooked me up when I went to the show. Still, like, you know, we talked about it on the stream previously, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen the vlog by now, but man, what a time. Let's see, I'm gonna throw that back in again. We're gonna throw, let's see, are there any other? Now I used to throw, I used to throw this all the time. There was a time where I even thought about using that as a finish. I should bring that back, huh? The torture rack neck breaker. Yeah, I might have to bring that back. Not this weekend though. This weekend I have a very large opponent on Saturday. I'll be wrestling Johnny Pierce, who is a big dude, and I do not imagine I will be picking him up over my head very much. Maybe a little bit, but not a lot. Hey, yeah, that's all. That's all on Chuck. That's all on Chuck. He's a very generous and cool dude. Speaking of those particular toys, because I know you got an identity theft coming in. That's the truck I drove. I will say, hold pause for dramatic effect. Pause. I have downloaded BeamNG and I have added all the mods for monster trucks in BeamNG, and it is spectacular. I'm gonna have to stream that really soon, and definitely one of the trucks in the lineup is identity theft. There's actually a couple identity thefts, and there is a pack of ride trucks that I'll be downloading, and I believe the identity theft ride truck is in that pack. It might be sooner than next week. Depending on what I got going on tomorrow, I might do another live stream tomorrow because it's my birthday week, so I get to clown around a bit. I will say though, that Dizzy Hellfire, who's been in here before in the chat, is a longtime fan and a huge supporter. She also does some cosplay stuff. She reached out to me and has hired me for a small 3D print job. So I'm going to be real busy getting some print stuff going because she's got some cool character helmets that I'm making for her, and I'm pretty psyched. It's a fun little project to work on. So that's going to be taking a little of my time, but I'm going to try to balance that, and I might just end up streaming tomorrow. You have to watch my Twitter to see. See a vulgar display of primer. Hope you're feeling better. Hey, Johnny Primer. That's got to be Johnny Primer, right? That's Vogel just yeah, Johnny Primer. Johnny Primer who wrestles with me up at Main Premier Wrestling, and I think I can say it publicly. Kindly enough, is the one to have booked me for those shows. So very excited. Thank you for hopping in and hanging out. All right, let's see. We got to find a rear finish for me, and I believe it's got to be some kind of, because in the past my finish for a time was in fact a backdrop driver. Mm, yeah, we might not have a great version that's not already. Maybe we just keep the backdrop pin as that one. We'll let that ride. Yeah, that'll work, I think. Yeah, yeah, I think people are aware. All right, reversals. We're making our way through. We're making great time. This is going way faster than when I made Delmy on here because I had to wait for her every time I didn't know what to give her. I had to wait for her in the chat to tell me. Whereas I kind of know my stuff. Like, I don't do that. That's more likely to be how I would grapple. Like, that's yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's more likely to be how I would do this. All right. All right. That's the grappling done. We're on to standing. Weak striking. Yeah, I don't do weak strikes at all. My strikes are always fantastic. That said, where are the chops? Let's get a better angle on that. I've got to make sure I'm putting a little something. Yeah, putting a little something into it. Some of the chop animations on here are pretty weak, so I like the ones where he gets right into it. Uh-oh, uh-oh. We're getting raided. We're getting raided. Grizzly Kid's coming in. Grizzly Kid and the crew who I got to see at Blitzkrieg this past week. We took a picture together, got to chat a little bit. Awesome to see you guys. I was saying earlier, you got to be there in person for my the last match of my 30s. Because this Thursday I will be turning I will be turning 40. So yeah, and you know what? A fine match to have had as the last match of my 30s, because that scramble match was fantastic, and I was in it a long time, and I came that close to winning. So no shame there, man. All right, Bobby says Sure you saw the schedule I made for my Monster Truck series on Instagram. I did, and I'm looking forward to catching some of that as it goes up. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's okay to be 40. I'm 41, says Johnny Primer. Man, I'm this week I'm feeling it, but I'm trying to be as immature as I can. I'm playing some video games from my early teens. I'm going to see the Aquabats on Thursday, trying to keep things a little childish on my birthday week. Grizzly Kid says, "Great match. Thank you so much. I was genuinely happy with my performance in that match, and I am you know, n- y- we are always our harshest critics in professional wrestling, and to be able to, as I'm closing in on 40, watch back a match of mine and say, you know what, I did pretty good work there. I'm pretty happy with that. So no complaints. And yeah, I got to be, we talked about it a little bit earlier on the stream. I got to be in the match for the first return of my kid sister, Ashley Vox, in 2 years. So that was pretty special to get to be a part of that. Do, do, do. All right, strong strikes. So we gotta find a good strong chop here. Oh, hard chop. That's right. Yeah. All right. You know what? I might need to throw like the big man drop kick here because that's one that I use a lot. Yeah. I do. I love a big man drop kick, man. When Earthquake used to throw a drop kick, when Bam Bam would throw a drop kick, ooh, that's my jam. Bobby says, I'm going to have a list of drivers. Hey, I can't wait to see some of the content you're going to make with that. I have some stuff I'm working on for the future that'll be in a similar vein, not stop motion, but maybe something like those channels you watch where they have the tracks for Hot Wheels vehicles. I'd love to start messing around with some of that. Give me a way to play with my toys once in a while because I got enough of them kicking around. That's right. I was Tyler pointing out I was a part of two big returns of Blitzkrieg. Ashley Vox and Donovan Dijak. Hates a raid and go, exhausted from the day. Hey Grizz, it's always glad to see you. Even if it's brief, always happy to have you hop in. Again, it was awesome to see you at Blitzkrieg. Keep doing what you do. I haven't thrown that Enzy in a little while, so I think we're gonna leave that out of here. Right before I left for Japan, I debuted for the first time a enziguri where my foot gets caught and they throw it, so I get spun and then I leap into an enziguri. Hit it on Delmy, and I don't think I've really done it since. I should bring that back because it looked really good. I was real happy with it. But for now, we're gonna try to just stick with stuff that I do regularly. I don't do a lot of any of these moves. I do throw some punches, but I'm far more likely to throw a forearm or an elbow. Doom, 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 doom. Let's see here, spinning. Ooh, God, I love those spinning back chops. I've thrown one once. When I did, I caught Rip right in the face. I tried to get over to say hi to you at Blitzkrieg, but wasn't quite able to. Hey, I'll be back again. I'll be back again. So there's always time. The crowds there are big, which is great. Like that show was super sold out. Yeah, I throw a little spin and elbow once in a while, but maybe not as important as some of the other moves that we could put in here. Yeah, big standing big boot. I definitely do that. All right, and let's find an elbow. Let's find just a good big forearm because I do that. The only truck that has a confirmed driver is identity theft. I'm assuming it has to be me, right? Because that rules. Nah, not the back elbow. Oh, just a standard big boot. Yeah, we'll throw a standard big boot in there. Why not? All right. Recovering attack. No, 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 no. Probably the rising clothesline is my move. All right, counterattacks. Ooh, okay, I like that. Yeah, why mess with success? Yeah, counter with the special. Heck yeah. We can do something more interesting than that. I could see that maybe. Yeah, you know what? We're going to go with that one. I'm going to start throwing that more often, start working guys' legs. Okay, yeah. That move we're definitely putting in. I've hit that one time ever on one person, and it was on Shotzi Blackheart at a tiny show in Santa Cruz, California. And she was trained by the Cuzzies, the Stoner brothers, Rick Scott and Scott Rick from the Hood Slam School. And man, she throws she throws her stuff. She gets in there. She works snug. So I gave it right back to her, and she told me after the match, she was like, "I'm so glad that you just walloped me because people are always scared to hit me." So good on her. She can take it, man. Yep, that's right. Definitely Johnny Primer pointing out in the chat. Saw I had to look him. My image is reversed, so I have to point a different direction. Saw the date go by down here. That is for MPW. And yeah, I'm psyched for that. That's championship defense of my MPW Heavyweight Championship. Taking on Wesley Pipes from Canada, who's a big dude I've known for a long time, and not an opponent to be taken lightly. Bobby Gilbert says Shotzi was stiff in the ring. Not stiff. Not stiff. Stiff implies working dangerously. She works snug. She gets her stuff in there. You feel it, you know. I would never say that she was stiff. I would say that she's a snug and tight worker, and that's there's a lot to be said for that. That's how everyone in Japan works. They come right in. You feel it, but it's perfectly safe. But boy, you feel it. That's how I would categorize it. All right, counterattacks. We did these already. Walking moves. I'd say that's about how I walk. I don't really have a very interesting walk. Let's see, is there a more boring walk? No, I guess that's probably the one. Yeah, that's me. I don't move around in a way that I would describe as being very exciting. I think, yeah, Primer, to your point, I think working snug is really good. It's so much easier to work with someone who works a little snug than it is to work with someone who's stiff or someone who's like too light. See you with the too cool walk. Yeah, I could see that. All right, running attacks. Hmm. Okay, the body avalanche I definitely throw, so that's going in. I see the clothesline from hell in there. That's how my clothesline has been described by some people in the past. So we're gonna put that in. I think I have a mute button here. Hmm. Yeah, well, I'll learn to toggle the mute button with coughs and sneezes and stuff over time. For right now, I've got live chat appearing on the screen. I've got the ticker on the side here. We're killing it. I got the green screen back here. I got a new webcam, ring light, pro setup. I can skip the mute button for a little while. I think we'll all be okay. Running forearm smash. That's not the forearm. That's the Lex Luger. Oh, the heavy drop kick. Maybe that one. Yeah. Love that. All right. Let's see. Diving elbow. No, that's the Lex Luger too, man. Why is everything Lex Luger on this game? Let's see. Yeah, probably the running big boot is one that I need. Yeah, I think that's looking like my move set. That's we're starting to get somewhere. We're really getting somewhere. I hate that Luger line looks so silly. It was a silly move in general, and it didn't matter because the guy looked like $1 million, right? We all just let it slide because look at him. I do think I need to throw the head scissors in here because I have been known to break that out from time to time. Uh, who knows? I might break that out on Wesley Pipes at MPW in August. Doom 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 doom. Blame the person who shall not be named. All right, no, not the chin breaker. There we go. All right, running back grapple. I mean, the bulldog or the face crusher is probably the one for me. The two-handed, yeah, the Scotty Too Hottie for sure. Let's go with a regular old bulldog, hook their head. I thought that worked. Brett made it look pretty good. I'm not a huge Bret Hart guy, but his bulldog always looked really impactful. All right, they're facing up. For me, it's the leg drop, brother. I throw that most matches and have most of my career. It was one of the first moves I ever did in training that made my trainer go, "Whoa, you got to use that. Keep that." One of the first things that worked for. Luger had a metal plate in his forearm that could knock out his opponent. You know, guy had everything. Great looks, metal plate in his arm, made in the shade. I have a tip for you to win your match this weekend. All right, Bobby. All right, Bobby. I'm open to tips for winning matches. Bret Hart had a great bulldog. Tyler, I couldn't agree more. I may just keep it as the leg drop for everything here, because I do love throwing a leg drop. Yeah, let's leave the stomp. Why not? A couple stomps? Yeah, sure. Why not? Game probably knows better than I do. Yeah, the shoulder roll is the one for me. I throw a terrible cartwheel. If you look up my matches from Limitless Wrestling's The Road tapings while the world was shut down, I was briefly doing a cartwheel into a Vader splash in the corner, and rightly so. Myself and Randy Carver collectively decided to refer to it as the quote worst cartwheel in wrestling because it was pretty bad. But I threw it anyway. I didn't care. Yeah, Brett's Russian leg sweep. Calling him the excellence of execution made a lot of sense. He executed his moves beautifully. I just, I don't know. I've seen a couple matches of his that I thought were just terrible, and they've soured me on him forever. We did a lot of tape study in Japan, and we watched. I don't even remember what pay-per-view it was, but it was a main event championship match, Undertaker and Bret Hart, and it was so bad. It was like 20 minutes long. It was boring. It was terrible. And at the end, Rip and I were like, we just wasted 20 minutes of our time in Japan watching Bret Hart stink the place up. If you can't have a good match with The Undertaker, what are you doing? Uh, and I've kind of not been able to watch a Bret Hart match since. I guess that's not totally true. I did rewatch Bret Hart and Hakushi. That one's always fun, but Hakushi was just so good, man. I could watch him wrestle anybody. Bobby says, put your opponent in the camel clutch, break his back, and make him humble. I should have thought of that. I think I've heard it somewhere before, though. I don't know. I'll think it through. Mounted punching. This I don't do much these days, but in my more I mean insider terms, when I was a little bit more heel, I would throw that pretty much every match. I think I just did a Mahi straw cradle in a match, or at least I wanted to. I think I was trying to get one in and may have forgotten. See, armbar, naked choke. Yeah, you know what? For Bobby, we're throwing the camel clutch in there. It's funny because the camel clutch, not a move that I did a lot, but for a long time, the Cobra clutch, also known as the $1,000,000 Dream, was a move that was my finisher when I was in California. I, of course, couldn't leave it with the name that it had. I was doing a rich guy gimmick, and I referred to it as the $1,000,000,000 Blackout, which to me felt like the natural progression of the $1,000,000 Dream. Um, but yeah, now I've since graduated to more exciting finishers. Let's see, I don't do any of these. I guess maybe just a regular chin lock, although that positioning on that chin lock is horrific. Who bends over like that for a chin lock? That's terrible. You got to get one knee down so you're behind them. Oh, it's fine. It's a video game. It's fine. Everything's fine. Ooh, the bow pin. I always love this. Very British catch as catch can. Yeah, what is that positioning? That's terrible. Ooh, the gangsta stretch. Ah, the tequila sunrise. Classic. I certainly don't do it though. The Goku Raku stretch. Oh, it's a straight jacket camel clutch. Nice. Screw it. I'll just choke him. Not a very current Perry thing to do, but I'll do it anyway. If Jack Cartwheel saw my awful cartwheel, he'd be disappointed. It's true. I mean, it's not fair. It's not fair to compare to him. I mean, the guy's so good at him that it's part of his name. I've always loved that pin. They call it the recliner pin, sort of referencing the Steiner recliner. But man, what a cool pin! I'm gonna keep that. I think this is my mute button. I'm gonna try it because I have to cough. How'd that go? Did I mute? Did I mute? Did that work? Either that or everyone just had to listen to me cough. All right, here we go. Leg locks. Okay, Boston Crab. I throw a Boston Crab every now and again. Yeah, we'll have to keep with that. The figure 4 pin I always loved. I think that's so cool. The figure 4 into a jackknife pin. Sharpshooter, Texas Cloverleaf, spinning toe hold, Walls of Jericho. We'll go with the pin. Why not? Because I'm never gonna try to use a special on a downed opponent. That's not my real special. Bobby says yes. I'm assuming that means the mute button worked. Good. Good to know. Boston Crab. Why are you throwing crabs at people? Especially ones from Boston. I mean, I'm from Massachusetts. It's the nearest place I can find crabs. All right. Where's that? Where's the leg drop? Come on. Gotta be a leg drop here. Yeah. Okay, good enough, good enough. Ooh, woof. Yeah, we'll do it, but yikes. Love that. Love the double axe handle on the sitting opponent. That feels like something I would do. I'm a very blunt force kind of wrestler these days. Not a lot of, it's interesting. I just read a bio of me that someone had put online talking about my technical wrestling. And it didn't dawn on me until I really thought back to some of my early years. I really did a lot of very sort of technical stuff. All right, so this is attacking them when they're in the corner. I think a chop is probably the thing for me here. I didn't see any chops. Were there no chops there? Oh, that's weird. Okay, here we go. Hard chop is how they've listed it. Yeah, that one. All right. Let's see. Is there a Vader like an avalanche here? Palm strike, punches. We'll just go with that. What was that jumping clothesline? That looks like something I'd hit in the corner. Why not? Anytime you hear Boston Crab, you think of a crab with a Boston accent. You know what's interesting about the Boston accent? I've known almost no one who talks that way throughout my life, and most of the people I do know that talk that way are from Rhode Island. Like, that's where I hear most of that. And I mean, you know, that's maybe that's just my experience, but elbow attack, yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's the one. That's looking good. I like that, but that's not anything. Okay, here we go. Body avalanche, yeah. That's what we're looking for. All right. Corner to corner. Yeah, so the up and over is definitely my answer. I love doing an up and over. I don't get to do them very often because I don't often have opponents big enough to throw me corner to corner. But every once in a while, I'll get up there. Tree of Woe attack. That's the one. That's pretty good. Switch it up there. Running drop kick to knee. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think I would actually do that, but for the sake of the game, that's kind of what's most fun, you know? All right, we're flying through these now. Big chop in the corner. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I would do. This is more of a rip thing. This is more me. Yeah, we're gonna keep that. Front strong grapple. Just a regular old superplex. Love throwing these. Let's see, what do we like here? What do we like? Might just be another superplex here. Yeah, I think we're just doing superplex again. And front grapple special. Let's see what we got here if there's anything really cool. No Bronco Buster, not a Diamond Dust, not a Dragon Steiner, although I love this animation. So cool. Flipping Neckbreaker or the Blockbuster. Flipping Slam. Let's see. Oh, this is a Iconoclasm. All right. Super Death Valley Driver. Now, I could see this. Ooh. Okay, Super Power Bomb. Doing a bit of an awesome bomb. I think this is going to be the one. Yeah. Yep. One day you're going to see the Avalanche Parry go round. I know how to do it. I know how I'm going to do it. I just don't know when. One day, Avalanche Parry go round. Just you watch. I was going to try to do it to Mike Skyros. But of course, I got sick and couldn't have the match, which is a real shame. Would you ever wrestle Hiroshi Tanahashi if you got the chance to go back to Japan? Yeah, of course I would. In a second, I got to meet him when we were out there. It was like a week before they announced he was the new president in New Japan. Chikuzan, the owner of Kyushu Pro, took us backstage at the New Japan Tag World Finals, and got to meet Tanahashi, who's an old friend of his. Yeah, I think we're sticking with forearm smashes on these weak grapples. On the strong grapples, we're going to do the super backdrop. Why not? And for the special, I love the super German. I don't think I'd ever do it, but it's a cool move, so I'm giving it to myself in this game because I don't think I'll use it much, but it's good to have there. And then I can do my top rope move, which I don't hit that much these days, but I definitely... You never know. You never know when I'll break it up. Maybe I'll do it Saturday. Maybe Saturday I'll hit my top rope swanton. It was wild. It's one of the few times I've been truly starstruck by someone. Flying attack to a standing opponent. I believe we're going to see me do a double axe handle. That's basically what I picture myself doing in that situation. To the outside would also be a double axe handle, because I'm not much of a high flyer. Standing opponent special. Let's say elbow strike. I could see... You know what? And actually, I beat Big Beef with that. There's a top rope Misawa style diving elbow. Laying opponent. This is non-special. I'm going to say... Where's a splash? Oh, you know what? I think if I have a special... I'm going to give this as a... Yeah, I'm going to keep those. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the standing moonsault because I used to hit that on guys all the time. And I did enough that I think it can go in the moveset for the game. Why not? All right, laying opponent. I need to do like a splash or something. Just a regular old simple splash. Swanton bomb is going to be my special for this. Body splash. Yeah, cool. Laying opponent to outside, same deal. Body splash. Laying opponent special. This is where we do it. This is where I'd hit my Swanton bomb. Yeah, cool. All right, we're making incredible progress. We're going to be done with this before you know it. Turnbuckle attack inside. Oh yeah. Vader bomb, baby. That's the only answer. Let's go. Turnbuckle. Oh, right. They're going to ask me to set up taunts. Holy cow. Oh, yeah. That's... no, because the guy who did that is a bad person now. see here. Actually, yeah, that's probably good enough. That's about turnbuckle taunt. Let's see, a little bit of clapping, get everyone to cheer. Yeah, why not? That seems good enough. I'm not too particular about a lot of the taunts in this game. All right, ringside, grapple to apron. All right, we got to bring the thing around here. Yeah, I'm probably doing the club to the chest with the strong grapple. I'll suplex him to the inside. Special grapple, suplex to the inside. Counter grapple. Yeah. All right, those are easy. Rope inside attack. No, definitely not. You'll never see me do the Hayabusa moonsault. Not a chance. Flying attack to outside. Yeah, I could see doing a house show dive. I think that's fine. I've definitely done them before. Running diving attack. Now this is where nope, not that one. These days it's a Sui that I throw. It's the old Sui. But I think I've also done nope, 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 not that one. Yeah, this one. I've done that a bunch. So we'll throw that in there as a maybe. You never know. I could break it out again. I haven't done it in some time, but it's still there. I still know how to do it. Who knows? Maybe I'll do it Saturday to Johnny Pierce out at NCW in Bristol, Rhode Island. Looking forward to that Saturday. I'm also stopping by. There's an event at a museum in Connecticut Saturday morning. That's like a monster truck thing. I don't really know what's going on, but I'm going to stop in and just see what it is. It's a free event, so good for the vlog. Cover it, let people know what it is. See the old tiger mask or the Chris Hero, and I'm gonna say none because I'm not really capable of either of those. Or at least I've never tried. Yeah, so this monster truck event, there's some local group that has display monster trucks. They do a lot of like cancer fundraisers, and I guess they're gonna have those two trucks there along with a bunch of other interesting vehicles. I'm going to that Saturday morning. I'm either going with ZPB, depending on how he does getting out of work that morning. Might go with my wife if she's up for it, and if neither of them's in for it, I'm just gonna pop in by myself real quick. It's like an hour drive, so it's really not that far, but something to do in the morning before I head off to NCW. All right, let's see. I could see that. Yeah, not doing the line salt, but the middle rope springboard back elbow I've definitely done in matches. You'd be surprised. I've done a fair bit of springboarding, and in fact, when we were working on springboard stuff in Japan, Mentai Kid and Tajiri were both very taken aback by not just that I knew how to do it, but that I was a natural at it, and it just came from training in California, where I'd done it for years. Is EPB a monster truck fan? I don't think that he was necessarily, but I believe he is now. He's been to a couple events with me. He was there for All Star Monster Trucks, and he also went with me to Eve of Destruction and Lebanon Valley Speedway. Had a great time at both. He was going to come with me last week to Overdrive Monster Trucks in Greenfield. Wound up not having the time. He got out of work late, so he didn't come with me to that. But I do know we're probably hitting Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live later this year. The debut of one of their new trucks is happening in Worcester. So I believe he's going to come with me to that. How was Eve of Destruction? Eve of Destruction was an interesting experience. Um, it was both really awesome and like kind of weird. Like they've been doing that event there for 30 something years, and it is super unpolished. Like they had long periods, long gaps in between stunts and in between events, like 10 15 minutes between each thing. The event started at like 4 and ran till like 11. uh and they would often just fail to tell you when something was going to happen. There was a huge explosion moment. It'll be in an upcoming vlog. There was like a huge explosion, two dudes set on fire in the middle of a bunch of bombs that went off. There was no countdown, there was no warning. They just suddenly lit these dudes on fire, and then an explosion the size of my house went off. Really strange. That said, it was awesome. I got to see my first Mega Truck in person. They had it there to help hype their Monster and Megas event that's coming up. So I took a picture with that. That's up on the old Instagram, and I believe I put it on Twitter as well. All right, making my way through. Oh yeah, chokeslam to the chokeslam to the outside or power bomb to the outside. Let's see which one we like better. Oh yeah, we're power bombing to the outside. Fun insider story at the tapings for the road. Rip Bison wanted me to power bomb him over the top rope to the floor in our match. He tried to call that with me, and I argued and convinced him that it was a terrible idea. His explanation for why it was safe was, well, there's padding on the floor. It's like 2-inch padding on a hardwood floor. The guy's a nutcase. Okay, that works for me. That works for me. Yeah, I don't really see myself do... Well, the shoulder block, I do. Yeah, we'll keep that. I thought about doing that slingshot leg drop. I think I'll leave it there just in case. You know, I probably... a lot of these are moves that I'm just not going to do in the game, so it's not going to ruin the meanness of this, so to speak. That's good enough. Right, we're on to the running stuff. Irish whip attack, big boot for sure. Yep, definitely a big boot. Ah, there's a few of these. All right, let's see. I could very much picture Rip asking you to powerbomb him to the floor. Honestly, he was talking about it like it was such a nothing thing that I kind of think he hadn't really thought about it through. And like literally, we stood there in the ring at the rope, looking down at the floor and talking about it. And he was really like, "Oh, you just powerbomb me to the floor." And I'm like, "I don't know, man." And I believe that in that match, I wound up giving him a backdrop driver from the apron to the floor, which is a smaller bump, but still crazy. And he and I both got kind of wrecked on it. Like he kind of half landed on my head and kind of half landed on his own on his own head. Like, yeah, it was wild. You know, he's a nutcase. Okay, somewhere in here there's a back body drop, so we're gonna look for that. Body press drop. Oh, body press slam. That's what I want. Yeah, give me that. See, especially after seeing some of the bumps he's taken on the floor at Grind. Man, there is nowhere where he goes more crazy than Grind, and kind of glad about that because he shouldn't be going a whole lot crazier than that. The cactus elbow. Yeah, man, just like me, where like I've got my heroes, Sid. I enjoy like Nash and Vader. Like a lot of these big guys, I really like their work. So, Kobashi, I do a lot of it. Mick Foley is a big one for Rip Bison, and he really, you can see it in his work. Right, come on, one of these has got to be. Yeah, what the heck? We'll just throw a random hip toss in there. Why not? Ooh, front special. Yeah, let's just keep that. Why mess with success? All right, we're really closing in on the end here. The taunts, I don't know, man. I tend to not really worry about the taunts so bad. I do kind of want to like find some generic looking stuff like Austin's stuff. He has a bunch. He's got the middle fingers. He's got the shouting to come on. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I kind of like a plain, simple taunt. Yeah, that's one I like. Yeah, and I'm going to do that just for everything. Why not? Actually, if there's a spin the finger, that's sort of my like, I'm about to hit my finish thing. Ah, Jeff Jarrett, friend of the family. Right, we're going to call that good. Special time. This is where I got to find the old, it's sort of the Jake the Snake DDT swirling the finger above the head. I use it because it fits for the parry go round, you know? God, there's so many of these to go through. All right, we're just gonna do it. We're gonna commit to finding it, you guys. We're gonna commit to it. That's not it. That's not it. Nope. 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 This particular part of the stream is not going to be terribly exciting. I will back up. Fun part about these blue meanie taunts. My first professional wrestling match was my middle school talent show when I was in the 6th grade. I was the Blue Meanie, and my friend Dave Kennedy was Gangrel. And we had a little hardcore match all over the stage. And it was super over. We were two little nerdy 6th graders with like no friends. And all the 7th and 8th graders, and even some of the high schoolers that were there, like went nuts for us. It was pretty great. I'm still really proud of how willing to make an ass of myself I was in that moment, because I was a chubby kid and I went out there in the Daisy Duke cutoffs with the half shirt that I'd drawn myself with the makeup on and my hair done blue. I didn't care. I just went for it. And I'm pretty proud of that because there's no reason I should have been that bold. We're going to find this taunt, you guys. Oh, there's so many left to go through. I just need the swirling the finger over the head. I know it's in here. Did I win? I did win. I came in as non-champion. Gangrel, my friend, came in as hardcore champion, and I won the hardcore championship. I won. I forget what I laid him out with. I want to say it was a chair shot, but like obviously a very tame one because we had to do it in a way where our school would let us do it. And then I set the chair up, climbed up on it, did a little raise the roof, and dove off with a splash. And that was what I won with. Um, it's possible one day that I might be able to get that online. I might be able to get that on my YouTube. I have the tiny little mini cassette that went in my family camcorder that it was recorded with. I need the tape that plays it back, and then I can rip it from the video. All those things are all in the house here. I also need a VCR to make that happen. So yeah, I got a little bit of work ahead of me to bring that up, and a lot of projects that take precedent before it. Come on, I just need this. Where is it? Where is it? I know it's in here. It's in every. That's close. That's the Macho Man. It's in every wrestling video game because it's such a classic taunt. You guys see me being super professional and muting whenever I have a little cough. The cough is not COVID related, I can say. I'm just a little bit dehydrated. I've been talking a lot, and it's allergy season. I'm thoroughly over the symptoms, and I'm very happy about that. All right, I'm telling you, we're gonna find this. Like I said, this wouldn't be the interesting part. So close. I can feel it's coming. It's going to be like one of the very last taunts. If anyone feels this is taking too long and you want to go ahead and pull up a player's guide for this game and look up Jake the Snake finisher taunt, I'm sure it'll tell you what number. But I'm not going to Google that while I'm on stream. Now this I do in the corner before I hit my leg drop. They really liked my leg drop in Japan enough that they said you need to do that every match and you need to make it mean a lot. You need to work it like Brody worked his knee drop. And so I try to do that. I tried to take that to heart. They had a lot of very useful ideas and criticisms. Chikuzan, the owner of Kyushu Pro in particular, took a great interest in me and talked with me and worked with me a lot. Tajiri as well. And I owe them a lot. I feel like a lot of my current style, while not terribly different from before I left for Japan, because I'd pretty well established what I was about, I do feel that my work style is a little bit different now, and it's because I learned a lot from everyone over there. Oh, wait, wait. Oh no, it's got the other part in it. That's not the right one. Oh no. All right, well, 119 we'll remember as a backup. But I know the plain one is in here somewhere. Oh, maybe. Oh no, he throws that in there. That's not it. We're still saying 119 is the closest. Oh, is that the old Dr. Death? Yeah. We're getting there. It's the Taka, the Alex Wright. We might have to settle for 119 where it has that weird dance with it. Oh, that was close. Come on. Yeah, I might have to settle for 119. Oh, there's the Sabu. That's pretty close. Another Dr. Death. Little airplane run. All right. We're almost at the end here, and I have not yet seen the old Jake the Snake finger twirl. $119 it is. Gonna have to just settle. I hate to do it because there were some cool ones there, but I was committed to getting through all of them to find the closest one. There we go. All right. Sure, why not? Celebration taunt. Is there like a put his hands up thing? Does any of these people do something like that? Just putting their hands up in the air? I don't know, man. I don't know. Probably not. All right. Well, let's. I don't want to spend the whole time just scrolling through taunts, you know? Yeah, well, why not? Entryway taunt. Now, this would be cool if there was definitely like a, you know, both hands in the air kind of. That's pretty close, but that's so DDP. It's like so classically one person. If the air guitar didn't happen, it would have been pretty good. Yeah, I might just go with that. It's pretty plain, but it'll have to do, I think. All right, and double teams. These we go through real quick. Double power bomb drop. Yep, for sure. Rip and I tried to do this for a while, and it was a terrible failure, so we just dropped it. Gave up on it. Didn't work for us. Double atomic drop. Neck breaker backdrop. Yeah, why not? Sandwich grapple. Definitely the double power bomb. The old APA. Irish whip grapple. Yeah, I think double hip toss is what it is, but it's labeled double arm drag for some reason. All right, double team attack. Oh, wait, okay, this is yeah, I would definitely Doomsday device, attack to outside Doomsday device, attack to ring. None. I don't, because I can't do a springboard missile drop kick. I'm good, but I'm not that good. Counter when I'm up there is punching. Yeah, I think punching is the correct one. All right, and that's moves. We got past fighting side. We got past that. We got past that. We are done. We have completed the parry. Yes, I would like to save Parabear. Look at him in all his glory. Oh, he looks fantastic. All right. We're going to bail out of there. We're going to bail out of there. And I think we got to do one match real quick, huh? I think it's got to be a Royal Rumble. It's got to be random. We're going to call it 16 people. Why not? It's going to be me versus a bunch of computers. And you know what? It's summertime now. I got my birthday in 2 days, so we're going to call it SummerSlam. Definitely lose when you get out of the ring. Pin. So, yeah, you know what? We're going to go with this because it basically makes it mother of all scramble rules from Blitzkrieg. So I will be playing as myself. I think we definitely need Delmy in there. I'm going to eliminate her, but we need her in there. And let's random for the rest. We're going to say Edge for sure. All right. Al Snow, why not? All right. Here we go, guys. One match, and then we're going to call it a stream. We're definitely watching my entrance. Joey Nails is here. Here comes old Pear Bear. It's about time to see Joey Nails and No Mercy. Hey, you know, you could be next. We will see. I was saying earlier, I may do a surprise stream tomorrow. I got some cool games set up. Why did we give Delmy the D'Lo Brown walk? Crying out loud. All right, and I really don't need Ed. Really don't need Al Snow or Edge's entrances here. All right, and let's see how much of these controls I remember. Because I don't want to go for Delmy right away. You know, she's my tag partner. We're champions together, for crying out loud. I also have no idea what I have the difficulty set on, so I might be eliminated like super fast. Come on. Don't gang up on me. Let me eliminate. Delmy, how could you? Someone stop her. Delmy teaming up. You know, she bails on me as a tag partner as soon as Edge comes along. Typical. Well, if that's the case, I'll show her. You go, Delms. Sorry, homie. Dun, 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 dun. Dun. You suck. You suck. You suck. Boom. Out he goes. No time to wait. What an entrance theme, man. All right, come on, Kishi. You're killing me here, big man. Yeah. See ya. We're going now. We're cooking now. Man, Ron Simmons, an all-time favorite. One of the very top favorite wrestlers of Mike Skyros. Because you know, there's a lot of things I can say about Mike Skyros, but I will never tell you he has bad taste in wrestling. The man can pick a favorite. Let me tell you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. YouTube sensation, Steven Richards. Hey, come on. Not my fault. I can't. Oh, hey, don't everyone gang up on me at once. That's not cool. Yeah, take that, Rikishi. Oh, I forgot there were pins. I could have tried to pin him. Oh no. That's right. They made Al Snow like an incredible technician in this game because at the time he was the head trainer for Tough Enough. Man, another all-time great. Boss Man. I got to go make him an alternate costume in this game so that he's got the classic 80s Boss Man attire. Ah, see you later, bud. Out you go. Jacqueline's got a great theme. But, you know, she gotta go. They all gotta go. Everybody's gotta go in this match. Oh, good old JR. Sorry, bud. But you gotta go. Hey, you can't go reversing stuff. Oh my god. JR, the sound technician, doing all the big reversals on me. Well, they all got in the way. Yeah, that's their problem. No way. You have one of the Boss Man foam nightsticks? That's crazy. Somewhere, someone has a tomahawk, because old Ripper in a previous life sold a lot of those at his shows. Okay, guys, come on. Why did I start messing with Boss Man? You have the hacksaw 2x4? Man, that rules. Come on, Kishi, get up. Get up. Yeah, should have a pretty good day on my birthday on Thursday. Heading to Kowloon's for some lunch, late lunch, early dinner, depending on how you look at it. And then the Aquabats in Boston, man. I'm so psyched to see the Aquabats. One of my all-time favorite bands. They put on an incredible live show. See, am I coming up with Rip on the 20th? Joey Nails, you're going to find out. You're going to see it scroll across the screen right now as you ask. I don't need to come up with Rip. I got business there of my own. I've not yet been announced, but very soon. I got business up at Limitless on the 20th. Yeah, we're booked against each other. It's the grudge match of the century. Everyone's dying to see it. Oh, come on. I'm so close to having my special. It's time for a Perry go round. We got to do it. Come on. Oh, Boss Man beat me up and I didn't get it because I didn't see it coming. I was distracted by Joey Nails in the chat. All right, out you go, Boss Man. Why is that Undertaker's theme? That doesn't seem right. Out you go, JR. Guy bumps like a maniac. Putting you over. Come on. Hey, and here's somebody we'll be seeing up at Limitless soon. Scotty Too Hottie. Hey, don't try to hit me, dead man. All right. I'm gonna get the special. We're gonna see a Perry go around here in a second. Oh, there it is. He's signaling for it. Best we could do in this game. Yeah, not enough to beat old Eddie. Maybe it's enough for Scotty Too Hottie. Not enough. Not enough. They're too fresh. Too fresh. Out you go, Scotty. Thanks for coming, pal. Doom, doom, doom. This is like Boss Man's music. Oh, right, because Bull Buchanan was using Boss Man's music at the time. Get him, Taker. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just gonna sit here, slowly working toward a special. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bull Buchanan getting involved from the outside. Got to keep your distance from him. Holy cow. I always forget that that happens. That's dangerous. Guys, you don't want to be over there. I don't want to be over here either. Yikes. It's dangerous business. I'm so worked up. I don't want to lose. I've come so close. Oh no, they're double teaming me. This is no good. All right, Taker. Take that. See if we can take Eddie out. So close. Good. You two go fight. I'm not making this match exciting. I just want a good replay at the end. All right, good. Yeah, go pin him. Got him, Eddie. Oh, I'm so close. I've got a special and everything. Here we go. Here we go. Is this it? There we go. Went up with the parry go round. Classic. What is the parry go round in this game? The spinning power bomb? Yeah, basically a spinning power bomb. Closest they had. My move's too unique. You know, it doesn't exist in a game from what is this? 20 years ago? 20. Oh gosh, this game was 2001, I think. So 23 years ago. Which is not to say that my move didn't exist before then. Lots of people were doing it. My trainer, in fact, did it for a while. But there you go. Perry go round for the win. And guys, with that, that is my stream for this week for tonight. I might stream again. We'll see. I've got some cool games coming up. I'm gonna be. I guess right now is as good a time as any to announce. I'm gonna be switching to a two-stream per week schedule. Probably Mondays and Tuesdays is what it's looking like. Tuesdays are going to always be my gaming streams. I'll be doing, whatever game I'm working on at the time, and I've got some cool ones coming up. But Mondays are going to be more of a like wild card. It might be gaming, it might be 3D modeling, it might be some work down in the workshop. I might do some unboxing. Depends on if I've got enough stuff kind of saved up. Yeah, everyone's so excited for the Joey Nails cameo. Hey, the people want it. Okay, let's the people want a Joey Nails cameo. All right, guys. Anyways, thank you all so much for joining me. This was a lot of fun. And now I've got a parry all set to go in No Mercy, uh, which is awesome. It's going to make the game a lot more fun. And, we're going to make some more creative wrestlers because we need a Rip Bison. We need a Mike Skyros. We need an Andy Brown. We need all kinds of wrestlers that are from the area. So we'll be doing this again soon. But yeah, I'll be debuting some new games soon, possibly even tomorrow. Keep your eyes peeled. I might even on Thursday on my birthday, I might just open the old Twitch app and stream a little bit of the Aquabats concert for those that want to tune in and check it out. We'll see. Depends on how much battery life I have on the phone, really. Anyhow, thank you all for coming and hanging out, and I will see you all again soon.